Hello everyone and welcome to Action RPG. I'm your host Aaron, and for today's video we're going to be doing our weekly news roundup for week 39 2020. Now I apologize I didn't get this video out yesterday. I've been out camping with the fam bam, but I do want to make sure I make this video so you can all stay informed. As always, I will share my thoughts. Please feel free to share yours in the comment section below, and don't forget to subscribe to support smaller channels. All right, let's jump right into this. First story, BlizzCon is officially back. Well, not back in 2020. Oh, and also not back in person. We're gonna get a BlizzCon Zoom style. Oh, that sounds awesome, right? BlizzConline, save the date, February 19th and 20th, 2021. Well, at least they're probably going to show us a whole bunch of gameplay, maybe a new game they're working on, something that's going to get us super excited since we've basically missed all of 2020. Let's look at what they've dropped so far for us, because you definitely don't want to miss this. All right, let's see. Gear up for the community showcase. That's good. You know, you got to make sure the community's taken care of. Cosplay expedition, that's always fun. People normally go all out. I don't know if they're going to go all out for a Zoom session, but we'll see. Cosplay contest, people go all out. They got to be able to win something. Okay, that makes sense. I bet we're going to get to the game stuff really soon. Art contest. Okay, digital storytelling contest. Talent spotlight. Maybe this has something to do with games. Talent Spotlight is a chance to celebrate a wide range of unique talents and extraordinary abilities of the Blizzard community worldwide. Okay, March of the Murlocs. Okay. I can't scroll any farther. I didn't see anything about games or review. I didn't see anything like that. February 19th and 20th. Set your calendars. BlizzConline. Doesn't look good. Path of Exile Heist League got its first major patch for this league, which they titled their Restart Patch. Now, to be clear, Restart Patch does not mean that there was something wrong with the league, something wrong with the game, and they had to restart it. It's just the terminology they use anytime they drop a new league. So what they're doing is going to be obviously a whole list of heist improvements, skill improvements for heist, miscellaneous improvements, and then crash fixes. On top of that, normally once they drop this, you drop all the different items you can get for the league. I'm not playing the league right now, I can openly admit that, but I do have tons of respect for Grinding Gears games, so I'm gonna do them a little favor right now and actually play their Twilight Mystery Box trailer to see what you can get for this new league. Enjoy. It would appear Torchlight 3 is closer than we thought for its official 1.0 launch. Check this out. Torchlight 3 getting closer to launch date, plus early access gifts in your mailbox. If you have not logged in recently, make sure you log in and get your gifts. I certainly have. Check this out. We're getting closer and closer to the day, and soon we'll be revealing the details about the last wipe and a launch date. It's taken several years to get to this point, and we are incredibly proud to bring the third installment of Torchlight series to life. So just to be clear, I actually have stopped playing Torchlight because I heard that they're going to be doing their final wipe really, really soon, which basically means, I mean, obviously if you're having fun, you could play the game, but all the progression and anything you do will just be wiped away clean. So they're going to be doing their final wipe, and then after that, you are 100% good to go. But it seems like Torchlight 3, the actual final product, 1.0, is coming soon, and we should have more details on that very shortly. Baldurs Gate 3 dropped Community Update 7 on us this week, and this is likely the last community update we will get until early access is in our hands. Now, what Larian did was a good news, bad news scenario. The bad news is, unfortunately, we have a new date for early access. It's been delayed one more week, so the final date, and feels pretty definitive this time, is October 6th. So October 6th, Baldurs Gate 3 early access drops for $60. So you'll be able to get your hands on it very, very soon. Now, the good news is they tried to ensure we weren't mad by dropping on us the romance portion of Baldurs Gate 3. So when you go down here, this is the actual tweet. Good news, bad news. And then they actually dropped the video for it. It is a 9-minute community update video. And it is M-rated? Maybe X-rated? It's right in between there. But ultimately, in Baldur's Gate 3, from a relationship standpoint, anything goes. Any race, any gender, and from the storyboard they dropped, any position, if you catch my grift. So Baldur's Gate 3, obviously this is a mature rated game, will have full everything in it. This is actually a funnier story that I covered earlier in the week, and I will link that video at the end of this video. But ultimately, the indie legend Mike Bithell announced his newest game, titled The Solitaire Conspiracy. Now you're probably wondering, what is that? Great question. It's Solitaire plus Spies. Sounds like fun, right? Mike Bithell has become a household indie name since his debut hit, Thomas Was Alone. Since then, he produced a number of games in the indie space, including Volume and last year's film series tie-in, John Wick X. Mike Bithell doesn't move slowly, though. He's already well underway in producing his next project, The Solitaire Conspiracy. The Solitaire Conspiracy is Bithell's latest entry in his shorts catalog. It looks to combine the popular card game with a cyberpunk theme, both of which are pretty fashionable in 2020. Apparently, The Solitaire Conspiracy also uses a variation of the card game, which is a little less known, which is good news for those who want something a bit different. Now, why am I covering this? Obviously, it isn't an action RPG. That is correct. But it is funny. Why? Because The Solitaire Conspiracy drops on Steam October 6th. So you as the gamer are going to have to make a decision. Do you want to play The Solitaire Conspiracy or Baldur's Gate 3 Early Access? They both come out the exact same day. One's going to be a lot cheaper. It's going to be up to you to decide. We have reached my favorite story of the week. Listen to this. Former Blizzard execs create new game company, Dreamhaven. Now, even the thought of potentially having a company that is like the Blizzard of old is amazing news. It makes me think the future of PC gaming is still alive and well, and will have a great future potentially for my children when I read a story like this. Dreamhaven is a brand new game development company founded by former Activision Blizzard employees. Interestingly enough, it's led by Mike M., the former CEO and co-founder of Blizzard Entertainment. The premise of the company, with clues in the name, is to make games with people who care deeply about games and their communities. Communities, key word. The project looks like it's set up to move on from the way companies like Activision typically operate. The merging of Activision and Blizzard began way back in 2008, and the publisher is now known as Activision Blizzard. While the company has been hugely successful since the merger, it appears that not everyone was happy with the way games were made there. Enter Dreamhaven, where the aim is to do things a little differently. Yes, Activision Blizzard has been successful from a profitability standpoint. From a game creation standpoint, if you're just looking what Blizzard used to make compared to what they make now, I mean, they're not the same company. I mean, it's not even a skeleton of its former self. Like, everybody that was good there left. They've now created their own company. You see what they do with their esports and who they support. It's like all about shareholders. It's all about bottom line. It's not about communities. It's not producing a good game. It's ensuring you get the game out as fast as possible, make as much money as possible, squeeze the customer for every dime they have, then move on to the next game that wasn't created well. Like, that's what makes people so mad about Activision Blizzard, because they took a company that was just so amazing and they flipped it, turned it into that corporate greed. But anyways, Dreamhaven has now emerged from the old execs from Blizzard to hopefully give us games back to the true core of Blizzard Entertainment. Now, just in case you're living under a rock, or maybe you haven't been following current game news, Microsoft has recently acquired Bethesda Software. And the first game, Doom Eternal, is coming to Xbox Game Pass because of that acquisition. Now, why is that big news? It's not really huge news. The acquisition of Bethesda is big news, but we are now starting to see, for the first time, what this is going to mean. Doom Eternal is a new game that was launched this year. It was a huge game that was launched this year. It was a $60 title that was launched this year, and if you have Xbox Game Pass, you're going to be able to play it for the cost of that pass. So obviously, Microsoft is already using this new acquisition to show that, hey, maybe you should get an Xbox Series X instead of a PS5. They're trying to use that muscle to get you to go that direction. But this is big news. It's going to show that a lot of big titles that are expensive titles, you're going to be able to get on that Xbox now. Last and certainly not least, I'm going to drop one statistic on you. Now, somebody sent me this article and I was like, that is extremely impressive. Not to mention that I get asked almost daily to play this game. Check this out. Fall Guys had the highest earning PC launch since Overwatch in digital revenue. Superdata, it brought in $185 million in August on PC, with 8.2 million players buying this game. Wow. This is the highest earning digital launch of any PC title since Overwatch in May 2016, according to Superdata's monthly digital game revenue report. Now, no, I have not purchased Fall Guys yet. Why? Because it's not an action RPG. But I might have to, because I gotta see what this hype is all about. Obviously, I've seen the gameplay, I've watched some streamers. It does look like a whole lot of fun. Maybe I could squeeze it into my schedule. All right, everybody, that's the video. What did you think this week of our weekly news roundup? Is there potentially some big story that I missed? Let me know in the comment section below. If you have not joined the official Action RPG Discord, please do so. We now have 330 members, great conversations every day. The idea is to create a gaming community that could jump from game to game together so you never start the server alone. Link is in the description below. That's it. Stay home, stay safe. Do not forget to join the official Action RPG Discord. Aaron, out.